Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel, ProDivinity 1111. My name is Anu and I'm your intuitive reader. We are doing a mid-month check-in for the month of September 2020. This is going to be a pick by element, so pick a card by element. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming back and sharing your lovely energy with us. If you are new, welcome, a very warm welcome. Stick around and like, subscribe, and share if the messages make sense to you or resonate with you. Now, if you want a full detailed monthly by your sign, they are posted earlier, about a couple of weeks ago is when I posted them. If you want to look at a full month in review, these are going to be by elements and we are going to use different decks for each pile so we don't get duplicate cards, okay? So let's get started with the earth signs for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Let's see what is going to come up in the next 2 weeks. September 2020, middle of the month to the end of the month. What do we have coming out? I did get some notes from just a summary of all the earth signs and from the monthlies. We did see, or the cards, we did see the energies of big changes come in. You guys being at the threshold of change and kind of building for the long term. Those are some of the top themes that we had across Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I would recommend go and check it out and let's see if something like that comes through. So we are gonna do a quick Celtic cross and see. Core of the energy is Hanged Man. The challenge is the Queen of Swords. Lying underneath is the Five of Swords. Top of mind, Ace of Pentacles, of course. Of course. We can move things up a little bit, what'd you say? There we go. Recent past, Three of Wands. Near future, you got the Two of Wands. And then you're showing up as the Seven of Pentacles. I'm going to bring the cards up just so you know, so don't worry about it. In your environment, you have the Eight of Swords, your hopes and fears, Justice, and your outcome, we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, looks like things have shifted quite a bit. And then you have the Four of Cups and the Devil and the Sun. Look at this. Look at this crazy, I would say, mixed energies that we have in the bottom. You did start out the month with a little bit like happy and, really positive and optimistic, I have to say. Then something happened. Doubts. You got doubts. Second guessing yourself, doubting yourself. And because of that, you're kind of sitting there and maybe like waiting. It's been too much waiting. And of course, because of all the planets, it's been a big waiting game, especially hard for Capricorns and for the other earth signs. So totally understandable if this is what the energy we're coming in with. Now, maybe because of that, because of the waiting energy, you do have the hangman at the center of the spread. Hangman is sometimes, just the slow momentum of things. So you may be feeling that things aren't moving as fast enough, or it's things being in limbo, opportunities coming slower than you expected. But then the message here is like, it's okay, relax, take a break, rest, rejuvenate, and also try to take a different perspective. A lot of times, if you just switch up saying, I have to do this, and switch it up by saying, I get to do this, you get a very different perspective on a situation, right? So that's at your core energy, and it's a major arcana. So it's a really big message in saying, it's okay if things are slowing down. Just take a different perspective, take a break, recharge your batteries. And in your challenge, you do have the Queen of Swords. So this type of card kind of tells us that there is probably a little hesitation and really following your intuition and cutting all the crap around you. So decision making is going a little slower than expected. So you're not being able to really pinpoint exactly what you want to do. And it can make sense because if you started out very happy, got a lot of self-doubts, and then all of a sudden you're in a place where it's like, I don't know which way to go. And that's what I'm sensing from the cards. So it's really, really essential to really take a break and rest and rejuvenate. You are at the there. You are stressed about something, and your underlying energy is the Five of Swords, and this is a lot of like mental conflict. It's petty arguments. It's nothing really big. There's no. I don't see any elements here that indicate big conflicts in your life, okay? This is probably just stress, and it's more around, I've done the best I can. Why aren't things moving? What's going on? Or it's like self-judgmental type of energy, or if these are like petty arguments, just pick your battles, is what this is saying. But that is kind of in your foundation, so it's kind of fueling some of the things that are happening in your 3D. You did come out, and as I say, again, the waiting guard, you did take some action in the recent past. You did put in the work. You know, for example, if you were applying for jobs, you did turn in the applications. You probably may have had a few interviews or recruiting calls or whatever. So you've done your part and you're waiting for it, right? The Three of Wands is when you've taken the action and then you're waiting to receive. And that's the trend I see here on the left side, like coming into the middle of the month. You are very focused on your goal, right? This is in your intellect. This is top of mind. What are you chasing? You are chasing an actual physical goal. Could be money, could be home, could be family, whatever is present in the 3D. This could also be like, okay, I want to build my family. I want to really have a solid relationship. These are physical manifestations of what we want. So you're really, really determined on that, and you're looking to build that new type of foundation for yourselves. That's what you're actively thinking through the middle of September. Now, there may be more goals that you can handle at the same time because you are showing up as a Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups can be a card of having too many opportunities or too many creative ideas or just bursting with ideas, or sometimes it can be confusion, sheer confusion. I got too many options. I don't know which one to pick. So the message usually here is like, not everything that glitters is gold. Okay. You may come across as, not come across as, you may come across several opportunities. Take your time, take a different perspective, be in the hangman energy and really try to prioritize what is it that's going to last you a long time, or what is it that just don't go for the shiny object, because sometimes these opportunities could be deceiving. I'm not getting that much of an energy of that here, but this definitely means a lot of opportunities and a lot of confusion. So we'll have to like really narrow down. In the near future, you are making a decision. Two of Wands is action, trying to decide which way to go. So I like this with the two of these right here. There are a lot of opportunities, or you're showing up with having like, a lot of creative ideas, but you got to pick one. You definitely got to pick one. You got to take the action, and, indecision in action is kind of adds to the stagnant feeling, right? So definitely it's calling out to you, take some action. In your environment, again, we have the swords energy, earth signs, my beautiful earth signs. There is nothing in physical form, in the material form, that is blocking you. It is literally your own thoughts. This is what we're seeing. The devil energy. This is self-doubt. Do not doubt yourself. You're very talented. You're very smart. You put in a lot of hard work, and you're very goal-oriented. Do not let a little bit of like a delayed or slow energy really put you in this mode. Look at her, she can literally walk away. She's not really tied. If you look at the sash is actually opened in the back, the one that's just going around her, okay? Again, not gender specific, but it's just calling out. Do not hold yourself back. This is not the time to hold yourself back. If you find yourself in a position of inaction or you can't move forward, take a different view, relax, enjoy, just watch a movie, take a nap, do those type of things. Because as in your hopes and fears, you're hoping for justice, right? Our signs have been through a lot over the past, I would say, 3 years. It's been a difficult ride. So there is a big hope of justice, and things are going to turn out, okay? They are going to turn out really just at the end of the day. And your outcome is the Two of Pentacles. So again, we have two of Wands and Two of Pentacles. Decisions. You will make that decision. You will, even if you choose two of the 7 cups, you are going to be able to balance it out. This person is not struggling. They are easily juggling two of the pentacles, right? While the other people are just going on about their lives. This person is really holding their ground and maintaining those two pentacles. So there's a lot of action I see. There is a bit of a slowdown, but you know, go back and look at the whole monthly review, because I did see there's like, you know, you guys being at the threshold or like making some big changes. So with that, let's just look at Wisdom of the Oracle. Let's just get you a Wisdom of the Oracle card and see what divine messages we have for my beautiful earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's very clear. So you got the never-ending story. The never-ending story goes with the Eight of Swords. It goes with the Three of Wands. It goes with the Five of Pentacles. I'll tell you what, I'm picking up all these damn cards. They're not damn cards, okay? I'm telling you what the story is here. This is a story. Too many things in your head, okay? Slow down, tired of waiting, tired of waiting. You are, you know, all these doubts in your head again, over and over again, just going over those. You've taken action, you're waiting. Again, more waiting energy here. And then here, major self-doubt, right? Always like trying to like, not always, but getting back into this energy of you become your biggest critic. You become your biggest critic. That's what I'm getting. This is what the never-ending story says, that you need to stop, literally stop engaging in those negative thought patterns, because you are holding yourself back. Only you. So this card really calls for us to say, all right, it's time to move on. Let's break the cycle. Let's break the karmic cycle if it's a karmic cycle. Let's really reorient and shift our thinking, right? And again, what is it saying? What you think about is what you bring about, right? So if you're thinking something negative, remember that's what you're manifesting. So the moment a negative thought comes in your mind, you got to switch over. You got to switch over. Think, that's not what I want, right? It sounds crazy, but it works. Trust me, it works. So this is and again, it adds up to a 1. 3 plus 7 comes down to a 10, which is a 1, which is new beginnings. So it is time to end this cycle of self-doubt, of self-sabotage, dare I say, and really step into the light, really step into the positive vibration. All right, my friends? So that is for the earth signs. I'm just going to quickly write down, and we're going to move over to air. Let's see. Let's get to the air signs. Again, as I said, go ahead, look at your monthlies to get more details. We are going to move to beautiful air signs. Don't you like my little display here? I put some work into it. All right, air signs are starting at 12:50. Okay, how are you doing, my beautiful Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? I hope you've had a fabulous month so far. Go take a look at your monthly details. I have my notes here for air signs. There was lots of movements. There were major cosmic alignments, and you know, in general, a lot of movement for air signs. And air signs like to move, don't they? If I remember correctly, Geminis were killing it, absolutely killing it. So let's see. Are we holding the trend? Let's hope so. Are we holding that pattern? What do we have going on for our beautiful air signs? Ooh, at the center, you have the High Priestess. I'm going to bring these up, okay? Don't worry, I'm going to bring this up to you. The challenge is the Knight of Swords, following our intuition, having a hard time holding back. The Two of Pentacles in your foundation. Crowning you is the Queen of Swords. Look at that. A recent cast. We have the Ace of Wands. I just love this deck. Whew. The near future, Eight of Swords. Why would we do that? Why is there the self-doubt? We got to kill this, guys. Come on. Hang in there. You're showing up as the Five of Swords. What's in your environment? It's a Page of Pentacles. All right. Hopes and fears, Ace of Pentacles. And the outcome card, we have the Seven of Pentacles. All right, this is looking good. This is looking good. And at the bottom of the deck, we got the Four of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Fool. All right, so if you've seen my readings, I usually like to take the bottom three at least. And then I start from there. This tells me what you're coming in. So you started the month and what you're coming in with is a lot of hope, right? This is the Fool card, really represents the major character of a life's journey, right? All the events are for this person, for this character. So this is you starting anew, being very hopeful, coming in and really taking a leap of faith. Look at how it's like about to leap off, right? Um, and then the contrast is then from going like crazy, jump, you do get into a hangman energy, which is like, oh, wait a minute, let me have a different perspective. That's what this is, okay? But these are both major arcanas. You got major arcanas in your incoming energy, and then somewhat of a trend over here is where you get into the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is again, it's a contemplative, it's a meditative state where probably you just like did so much, or it's, oh, excuse me, air signs, that you just like tired yourselves out. Okay, this is also a resting energy. So that's what's coming. It's how you're coming in through the middle of the month. And then continuing that streak, you are having again another major arcana, which is a high priestess. Now, the high priestess is someone who is very in tune, tapped in, tuned in to their intuition. They know which way to go. They have like utmost clarity, and they kind of hold their cards close to their chest, right? So it could be like if you're thinking of some major plans, you kind of holding them close. You're not quite sharing them out, but you have really learned, you're mastering the ability to tune into your intuition. Very, very strong place to be in as your core energy. And the challenge is the Nine of Swords, and that makes sense because you're like, there's a slowdown energy of the Hanged Man and the Four of Swords right here. It is a bit of a slowing down, right? So this is a challenge, and I mean, again, you are air signs. You are typically the Knight of Swords. You love charging ahead, but because your intuition is telling you otherwise, and things are kind of slowing down a little. So it's a little bit of a challenge, okay? That's where you are right now. Now, in your foundation, you do have the Two of Pentacles. So probably juggling more than one thing. Is it work, life? Is it, fun? Is it passion and, hard work? Are they two different things? So there's a little bit of that kind of, you're trying to figure out what are the two things that I can handle? What do I juggle? What do I prioritize? What are the two things I can manage in my life? That is what is in your foundation energy, right? You did come from, because you did come from a very bright idea. You have the Ace of Swords, oh, sorry, Ace of Wands in your recent past. Ace of Wands is a burst of creativity, imagination, like it's that aha moment that you get. And you had that in the recent past. Did that tire you out? Probably it did. It was very, very creative. And what you're heading towards is really making very smart decisions. The Queen of Swords is highly intellectual. She's extremely smart. Again, not gender specific, but the persona is extremely intelligent, but at the same time, very tuned into their intuition. Very, very tuned in. They know what to do, but at the same time, they can be very patient. Okay, they won't let their actions have any negative impact on anybody around them. In the traditional one, the queen holds a sword, and on the top of the sword there's a butterfly. So she's just sitting there waiting for the butterfly to fly away before she swings her sword. And here, it's more of if you look in this, sometimes the art is very, very telling. In this deck, you can see the bird is on her shoulder, and the sword is pointing down. So she is very determined. She is clear. She's taken the action, and she's just sitting on it. Okay. She has definitely used her, high priestess energy and really clearly made a decision. But then, because it's more of like something you've done, and again, I'm saying she because the cards have a feminine energy, doesn't mean it applies to women only. This is not about gender. In the near future, because there's this bit of slowdown, again, I'm seeing this pattern, you're going to start doubting yourself. Don't do that. Eight of Swords, you're holding yourself back and nobody else. Nobody else. This is in your head. These swords are not even touching the person. There's a blindfold on her. The rope that's tying her is super, super loose. It is not real. Just like wiggle out. Just shake it off. Shake it off, okay? Shake it off, you know. Listen to Tay Tay if that's for somebody out there, Tay Tay fans. But literally, shake it off. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't have a better word because you have such creativity. You have so much intuition. Like you have different perspective. There's a bit of a pause. It's okay. Don't let that doubt yourself, okay? Because you are, again, there's more stress over here. You are showing up as a Five of Swords. You have these ideas or thoughts that you think are conflicting with each other. They're not. You probably, this is what I would call analysis paralysis, okay? You're just overthinking, overthinking. These things are not in the 3D. These things are not real. So stop stressing out. Just sit back and wait, because in your environment, there is something new budding. There's absolutely something new coming with the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a new start. It is real. It is active. It is going to materialize in your reality, but it is coming, and the environment is, or the universe is supporting that. And it completely matches your hopes and fears, which is you are looking for that new start. There you have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is that new opportunity coming your way. So look at, you've got two aces here. You've got the creativity, the Ace of Wands, and then you got the Ace of Pentacles showing up later in the month. And then your outcome is the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is, again, sow your seeds and wait for them to sprout. Okay, you can't just plant, something today and expect it to like really sprout up tomorrow. You gotta wait. This is it. You've done your hard work. At the end of the month, you're gonna come out feeling, look at how proud this person is. This person is just admiring the pentacles that are growing in their garden, right? They're still holding the shovel or whatever gardening tool this is. They're admiring it, okay? They're not walking away. They're not walking away. They've put in enough work. They're happy. They're satiated. They have done their part. All right. So that's what we have towards the end of the month. All right. So let's get you a Wisdom of the Oracle deck. I like this. I really like this, air signs. But I mean, swords had to show up. You guys are air signs, right? You guys are very intellectual. So you're going to be up in your head a little bit, but shake it off. All right. Oh, I'm so not funny today. All right, imagine. Okay, this one I'm gonna have to read for you guys. I really want you to read, but this, look at this. I want you to take a look at this. This is card number 20, or boiled down to 2 again. A decision. Let's see. Let's read it. Let's read it. This looks really good to me. There are a lot of meanings to this. I just want to get you the main message while you look at the card. There you go. Just look at the imagery over there. Essential meanings: turning imagination into manifestation. You have the imagination right here with the Ace of Wands. Creative thought, visualization, the power of aligning imaginary and feelings, imagery and feelings, creativity, illusions. So what's the Oracle's message? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? What do you need to believe in order to have the life you want? You were gifted with the power to imagine. If you can dream it, you can create it. This is the time when your imagination is the key to manifesting the life you desire. Spend time daydreaming, fashioning a vision or vision board to help you see your goals, or meditating. Allow the power of your creativity to deliver images of what feeds your soul. Then allow your feelings to mingle with your inspiration and imagine these things being real right now. Then repeat. What you imagine will become your belief, and soon you will see all these things come to pass in the outer world as if by magic. What I say, so do not hold yourself back. Do not be in the doubt energy. Do not stress out about, things that are slowing down a little bit. Not the case. All right. So those are your messages, air signs. Thank you so much. Again, if you want a more detailed view, please go in and look at the individual sign readings that I did posted a few days ago. All right. Much love and light. I'll see you around later. We are now going to move on to our beautiful fire signs. Let's get you a little baggie over here. My super creative juices were flowing or not, based on how you read that. This is for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for mid-month September. If you want to look at your individual, oh, this is like really sliding out. Of course, fire signs, everything's on fire. If you want to look at your individual detailed outlook for the month, please go and look at my monthly readings where I go by individual signs. But this is for the collective of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let me just look at my notes. I got some things out there from the monthlies. The pattern that was common was having new ideas, new financial stability, and then gifts coming your way. So get ready to receive. That was the overall theme. Let's see if that continues for the next 2 weeks, or what have you done in the first 2 weeks and where are you now? All right. So last shuffle. Let me feel ready. There we go. So where are you at? Four of Wands. Happy family, happy friends, happy time at home. The challenge is you're still thinking about some heartbreak or disappointment. This doesn't always have to be like a literal heartbreak. I'm sorry if it is for some of you, but this is more about like trying to, thinking back to the disappointments that we had. In your foundation, you do have the Lovers, which could literally mean, really thinking about or contemplating or really remembering the partnership with your soulmate or thinking about your soulmate, or it could be a major, major decision that you're trying to make. And then you have crowning you have the Knight of Pentacles. Recent past, we have the Queen of Swords, and the near future, we got the Seven of Wands. It's just a quick check if you can see them. All right. You're showing up as the Two of Pentacles. You're showing up in your ego. In the environment, you have the Hangman. Hangman has come out for all the elements so far. So there's definitely some sort of slowing down. Mars is going retrograde. So if you are into astrology, see a few of those YouTube videos are really, really telling on what's happening in the sky and how that affects us. Your hopes and fears, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Again, I think it was for air signs who also had Ace of Pentacles, and the outcome is the Eight of Wands. Very cool. So let's see what's going on over here. And I do want to take a look at the bottom three as the incoming energy. What have you guys been up to? Ooh, the Magician, the Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. Okay, this is a really good, I would say, progression. So coming into the beginning of the month and where you are now, you did start out a little bit holding yourself back with the Eight of Swords. You see how she's like just bound by her own thoughts, by her own head, but she's literally, if you look at it, this is actually just a reflection, right? So she sees, again, not gender specific, but this person sees themselves really bound. But this is self-limiting beliefs. Don't sabotage, okay? Don't self-sabotage. You can do it. Do not get into the trap of analysis paralysis, okay? Do not overthink. But look at what you've done. From that, you really followed what drives your heart, what drives you forward in life with the Ace of Cups coming out, right? Really, really understanding what is truly something that's going to make you happy. And with that, you stepped into the Magician energy, which is the major arcana. So the really understanding that you have all the elements to create, to manifest whatever you want. You don't need anything else. You literally got what you need. Not what you want, maybe not, but you got what you need and you have everything to manifest your reality, okay? That's what you're coming into to the middle of the month. And, with that, you are actually in a very content place. If you think about, family, lifestyle, or friends, or wherever you are, this is a very happy place. This is like people are dancing, there's like a nice little tent. It's almost like, maybe you're having more Zoom parties, whatever it is. You're connecting with people, or connecting with your soul tribe. So it's a very, very happy and stable foundation that you are showing up as your core energy. But the challenges is sometimes past hurts do come up. Okay, now I want to call out this card like looks a little bit, I mean, all three of swords in all the decks look a little bit jarring. But here, what I want you to focus is on, I know the red's too much, but I want you to focus on all the stitches on the heart, okay? That you have meant your heart, okay? It's not, yes, there was a time where things might have been very disappointing, you know, discouraging too. Or maybe literally heartbreaking, but you've come a long way. You've learned from those experiences. So sometimes what happens, why this is challenging, is like you are in a very good place, but then you get these memories and you think about those times, and that is okay. That is okay. Growth is not a linear path, okay? It's a spiral. It's a spiral, and every time you do revisit things, you do revisit past lessons, but as time goes on, the impact of those past lessons decreases. The hurt decreases. Only the knowledge carries on, right? So do not ignore it, is all I'm saying. You don't need to bury it, but just like, you know, if it comes up, it's like, yeah, man, that was a hard time. Whew, I'm glad that's over. And then you just knock off that energy out of your, you know, your own energy field, and then move on. Okay, you're doing really good. You do have the lovers in your foundation, right? So either you're literally thinking about love, and with this being a major arcana, maybe there's somebody who's come into your life that is really sparking that feeling of like true soulmate energy within you, or this is a major life turning moment or something you're really trying to decide which way to go. This also represents a major decision, right? So this is like what is in your foundation. And you're coming from a Queen of Swords energy. In the recent past, you did think of something very intellectually and make a call. You did make a call on something, or you took action on that decision. So this is a major decision you did make in the recent past. And with coming from that, you are working towards something long term. Let me just look at that. And the fire signs, yeah, the new ideas that you had, you are walking towards them. This is going to take time and you're very aware of it, but this is going to be building for the long term. The Knight of Pentacles is the most stable knight, or it's the more surest of all knights in tarot. So definitely this is something that you're going to manifest into the 3D. And in the near future, you're being extremely smart. Look at that. Seven of Wands usually can be a little defensive energy or like really guarding yourself. But this person in this, if you look at the artwork, this person turns away their face. They just literally turn away. They do not care what these other ones are saying because you do understand that you're at a different level. Okay. There is a level of, you know, you're elevated. You do not need to engage with negative energies or, you know, negative people, because wands actually does represent physical entities or people around you. So just again, it's like take the high road. Do not engage with these energies. You don't need to engage. You got this. You're right where you are. You're exactly where you need to be, and you do not need to worry about these people who may cause doubt or conflict with you. Just not worth your time, is what I'm saying. Because look at this, you are actually doing quite a bit. You're showing up as the Two of Pentacles. This represents you. You are juggling a lot, or you're trying to make a decision, but there's a lot going on. Not that you're struggling, you know, you're really more than capable of doing it. But the message here usually is like, just think it through. Is this long-term sustainable? Can you do it for the long haul? If you had to, which one would you drop? That's just, again, making the decision. So you got decisions in your foundation or how you're showing up. And the universe, what's around you or what surrounds you, the universe is kind of actually telling you to take a break. You have the hangman, right? Again, your fire signs, you have a lot of power, a lot of energy, or I want to say a lot of drive in you. Make sure you don't tire yourself out, okay? Do take a break. Do take, you know, a little pause here and there, maybe a nap, maybe meditate, maybe go for a run, maybe just watch TV, do something, but like don't be on the go all the time. Don't be go, go, go. This is just like really telling you like, okay, it's okay to take a break. And when you take a break and recharge, you're actually going to get more creative energy flowing through you. In your hopes and fears, you do have the Ace of Pentacles. Again, what is that one, not the two? What is that one pentacle you want to choose? Your hope is that one real thing out of the multiple that maybe in your head does come true. Okay, that's what's showing up in your hopes, hopes or fears, and this is really, I would say, again, this is going to take roots, and you want it to take roots if you look at the roots coming out of this card. So something you're working towards that would be long term, and you hope for that to come true. And your outcome is the Eight of Wands. You look at the colors in this card. There is so much spark. There's so much energy. I feel it represents fire signs, honestly. It's just like so much brightness in here. Now, this is talking about things are gonna move fast. So I want you to really encourage you, do recharge your batteries, okay? Do take a break, because this is telling us things are gonna really amp up towards the end of the month. There's gonna be a lot of creative bursts, but there's also gonna be a lot of action. This is not just creative energy in your head. This is physical things that you're going to be doing, or you're going to be, maybe messages coming in, or you're like, if it's like job interviews, this is a lot, you're on the phone all the time. Or this could be travel, literally travel. So this will be a lot happening energetically and physically, or towards the end of the month. So do take time to, and you have kind of like, if I want to show you, these kind of like go together. You do have, even if you look at the Seven of Wands, she looks like she's in an energy bubble and meditating. And so is this one right here, really meditating and, taking a pause. So those are your overall messages. Let's get you a Wisdom of the Oracle card. And let's see what messages, or what message we have for our beautiful fire signs. Okay. Let's just pick this one here. Unfinished Symphony. Okay. I think this may go with a little bit of the Three of Swords and maybe a little bit of the Hangman. But look at this card. The unfinished, and it's a 10. Okay, so 10 really talks about completion and new beginning. You cannot begin something new until you've completed the previous task, unless you're like really awesome at multitasking like crazy. But with the Unfinished Symphony, really here talks about there is probably something you need to heal. And I'm looking at the Three of Swords as well. Again, don't bury past issues. You gotta just look at them. It's like you're taking something out of your closet. You look at it and you say, okay, what were you about? What was the lesson that I was supposed to learn? And sometimes this calls for closure. And if closure is not possible in certain situations, then in your heart, you need to forgive whatever that external event, or that external, maybe it's another person or situation. You forgive that, but most of all, you forgive yourself. Okay, this is kind of like looking at yourself in the past. And if you were here and that was, let's say, a younger child version of yourself, what would you say to that child? You would say, I forgive you. That experience was much bigger than you could handle at that time, and look at how far you've come. So it's really closing that chapter and accepting it and understanding and forgiving yourself and loving yourself. That's it. So because otherwise those things are going to keep coming. And I said healing is a bit spiral. It doesn't go in a linear path. So those things are going to keep coming again and again, unless you really sit down with them and process them. Okay, so I know this got a little bit woo-woo, which is like I like to do in my spiritual messages, pick a card. So it kind of went in that direction. So I hope you don't mind, but this is really, I really feel strongly. There's like, you're at the verge of healing. You're so close, but you got to close that chapter so you can be free and, really not hold yourself back. All right. So I hope you liked it, fire signs. Again, I will see you next month. Stick around if you want to, look for a friend in the water signs. But now we're going to move on to water for Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Just want to do a time check. All right. There we go. All right, beautiful water signs. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, how's it going? How are you doing this month? It's going super fast for me. I don't know about you. It's just crazy. I did pick out some top themes from the monthlies. Again, if you want to read Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio individually, do go and look at my videos that I posted at the beginning of the month for the full month review. Generally, I think the messages were relax and receive. You got to go with the flow. You guys are really good with that. You're water signs. And then there was some messages around ending karmic cycles. So let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. At your center, working hard, Eight of Pentacles. What's the challenge? Is the Hermit energy. What do I say about slowing down, relaxing, and receiving? And just so you know, either the Hermit or the Hangman has come out pretty much for everybody so far. So things are kind of slowing down. Mars has gone retrograde. So Mars is the planet of action. So Mars is going to be in retrograde. So really, it is a big astronomical changes that we're going to go through, okay? In your foundation, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, the Pentacles, you water signs. In the recent past, there we go, finally, Cups, the Ace of Cups in your recent past. A great creative idea. Crowning you is a Six of Swords, very good, charging forward. In your near future, the Queen of Pentacles. You guys are creating something new. I want to know what this is. This is amazing. You're showing up as the Two of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful. In your surroundings, another ace. You got the Ace of Wands. For the air signs, these are flipped. We had the Ace of Wands in the recent past and Ace of Cups over here, or Pentacles, I believe. Your hopes and fears, the Queen of Wands. And your likely outcome is the Five of Swords. Why? I'm going to get a couple clarifies on that. I'm not going to let you leave with Five of Swords. You cannot hold yourself back and, be critical in your head. That is not real. So please clarify. The Five of Swords. Yeah, it's about a new opportunity. You got the third ace. And I'm going to draw one more. King of Pentacles. Stressing out about nothing. You crazies. Okay, let's look at the bottom of the deck. Oh my God, look at that. So I do like to, what are these cards reversed? I do like to look at the bottom three to just see what energies are coming in. And you are starting as, you did kind of start as a Page of Cups, so really having a new inspiration, a spark of creativity, but like wanting to learn something new. And then you made a decision to like fully charge ahead. So really figuring out what goes with your heart and your mind and moving forward, a major arcana. And then Six of Cups, again, more Cups energies, water signs. This is about reminiscing about the past or really reconnecting with people, your friends that you probably haven't met, your family that you haven't talked to in a while. Again, virtual, online, or in person. However, you're connecting with people and really finding what made you happy. So really kind of like beautiful, happy, go forward energy coming in. So let's see with that, when you come into the middle of the month, what are you doing? You're actually working really, really hard. Eight of Pentacles is somebody who is mastering their craft. They're really working hard at it. They're trying to perfect whatever they're creating. However, this does not feel like hard work. You may be tired, but it's a good tired because you're working on something you love. Okay, so very, very nice energy. It's great to work on something that you love. But the challenge here is the Hermit energy. Again, this is the slowdown energy. It's trying to sometimes thinking, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? I'm putting so much hard work. Is this going to pan out, right? So a little bit of that doubt is there. That's what I'm getting from it, less than, and maybe because you're working so hard, you actually don't have time to slow down. The Hermit card does tell us it's a time to meditate, or literally meditate. If that's not your thing, just slow down, just take it easy for a while. So it's been a little bit of a challenge for you as you're coming into the middle of the month. You did, in your foundation, you do have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, I'm back, sorry, water signs. I had to take a drink of water. So we were at the foundation energy, and you have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the shortest knight in the deck. They are slow moving. They do take time. They are almost going uphill with, their animal, the bear in this case. Usually it's a horse, but it's telling him that this person is so determined. They are going to make it up the hill, but it does take time. So that's in your foundation, and that's why I see you're working on some. This is overall spread shows me you're working on something that is, more in the 3D. So it could be a job, a home, or something that you're manifesting in the real life, or a relationship, things that are real and hold physical value in life. You are coming from an Ace of Cups energy, which is like celebration, new idea. And this is an interesting Ace of Cups because it actually has more people. So this could be something, if it's a new idea, is it in partnership? And it was something that made you really happy, but there's like a burst of creativity in your recent past, and maybe that's what you've been working on. And you're very determined to actually move towards really smooth sailing waters, right? So Six of Swords really talks about leaving behind the hard times, really getting into something more smooth, and just getting out of obstacles. So what I get is like you're probably thinking about maybe what this you're working on gets you long term into very smooth water, okay? And in the near future, look at that. Whew, look at the progression. All your hard work, the Eight of Pentacles, is going to lead to you becoming the Queen of Pentacles. Again, not gender specific, but the Queen of Pentacles. Let's just look at her. She's got family, she's got pets, she's got fruits and herbs around her. She's got the shield down here at the bottom. So this is full provider mode, okay? Taking the lead in your life, becoming a provider for yourself or for your family and friends, but very, very stable, really top of your element, creating from the heart and like really creating a lot of abundance around you. So very, very smart, strong energy. And yes, I think that you're definitely tapped in and tuned into what you love, because you are showing up in your ego as a Two of Cups. But this represents how you're showing up to the universe right now. You're really operating from your heart center, really accepting. I feel like this group of people that I'm talking to is very much in sync with and in acceptance of their light and shadow side. Okay, this requires, when it shows up with you, this really talks to me about you embracing all of yourself, right? You love yourself, and only then can you actually open up to another partner. So if this is about a soulmate or a connection, you are going to attract somebody who is actually also just as much equally balanced as you. So this is a very strong card to have in your ego sign, or showing up as you. In the environment, there is a lot of support for starting new things. Ace of Wands is really that new spark, new creativity, new action. You've got an Ace of Cups and an Ace of Swords, and then later we saw there's an Ace of Pentacles as well. So there's a lot of newness budding. I feel like this is the spark of something absolutely new, and the universe is really supporting it. And in your hopes and fears, you have the Queen of Wands. Again, you've got two queens on the table here and a king. So look at this. You got, oh my God, you got a pair. So whenever a pair shows up, a queen and a king of pentacles in this case, it really represents you've got the yin and yang of creating something completely manifesting in a form where you take your heart with you and your brain with you, right? So this is very powerful. And in your hopes and fears, you have the Queen of Wands. She is again the queen of abundance, the queen of creativity. She is the planner. She is the leader. She's like the COO of the house or the company or whatever, right? So that's what your hopes and fears are. But then we did get like in your outcome, we did get the Five of Swords, and that's why I wanted to get clarifiers on it. Like, why do you have the Five of Swords? This is like stressing about nothing. There is nothing in the 3D here. This is just mental thoughts, okay? The snake around the swords really represents, this is your own doubts, your own fears. Why are you being fearful? And I think you can see all these opportunities coming, okay? You got the Ace of Pentacles. Sorry, right here first. Look at this card, Ace of Pentacles. So you're planting that seed. You are planting that seed that is going to actually bring this beautiful garden. But believe it, because when you work so hard on something that inspires you, there's also organic growth right here in this garden. So there's going to be not only planned stuff, but because you're creating from your heart center, it's also naturally going to lead to a lot of abundance around you. And yes, you are going to be the King of Pentacles, right? You're going to have more than enough abundance than you can handle or you need, okay? You're going to be in a very stable space. But because all these things are kind of, going into motion, sometimes we just start fearing, oh my God, is it too good to be true? Don't do that. Shake it off. For the second element, I'm telling you this, shake it off. Shake off those fears. It just may be some slowdowns around the road. That does not mean that you doubt yourself. All right? This is looking really, really good, my water signs. So let me get you a Wisdom of the Oracle card before we close this out. And as I said, go check your individual signs for the month of September. That's going to be more detailed for every single sign. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I told you, there is nothing to worry about. You have blessed. Okay, that boils down to a 4. 4 is foundation, it is creation, it is really feeling stable and well taken care of. So definitely the message here is you are blessed. You have so many blessings there. There's like so many aces, there's so much heart and passion in this energy that you're going to do just fine in September. Okay. All right. I hope this helps. I wish you much love and light. I will see you next time. Until then, take care. Please like, please subscribe, please share, and I'll see you around. Bye for now.